I found out he was cheating on me the first time ever, and he was going to Chinese parlors.
Well, didn't Nicki Minaj say that he was paying for with her credit cards?
Before we get into that, I owe her the biggest apology. I owe her an apology because, like a lot of us women tend to do when we don't know any better, especially when we're hard, deep, wrapped, warped into the love bombing phase, is the red flag that us women tend to ignore when a man sits there and talks to you,
love bombs,
about his ex and all the things she did to him. It's funny how life comes full circle, because the same thing he did to her, he's doing to me years later. I remember him pouring his heart out to me about all the stuff she did to him, showing me videos of her reacting. And at the time, I didn't think to ask, well, what did you do to her?
Why does this man always have videos of these women reacting?
Exactly. And now, mind you, this is a video he was at one point going around. I found out later on, he was going around the industry showing to, like, around the time he was trying to bring her down, when he was lying to people saying that he wrote for her, like literally saying whatever he could to, like, kind of ruin her career and take her credibility for her real hard-earned work. I owe this woman an apology because I sat there and allowed him to talk about her to me. From that came me saying things and, like, defending and vouching for him and speaking up on her in a way that was tacky, because at the end of the day, I didn't know the truth, especially not the truth that I know now. A lot of women do that. They get caught up with a man and he's so good to you that you allow him to gossip to you about his ex.
You get manipulated.
And they never tell you what they did. They just tell you what they did and how crazy she is, and she did this and she did that. But it comes full circle. Tables always turn. Everything she has ever said about him is true. Everything that she had went through with him, I'm going through it worse. You know?
I think that is so big of you to apologize to Nicki like that. Especially
I do.
Publicly.
In what world would Nicki Minaj ever be the problem in the relationship as it relates to her and Safari? In literally what world? We all saw the crash out from Safari. You chose to believe the bullshit because you wanted to be in love with the man, and you wanted to believe the worst parts of another woman because you were so in love. And it is something that women sometimes, when they're young and dumb, believe that, oh my God, it's the ex, it can never be him. And you know, they start to blame the woman for the hiccups as it relates to her partner's past relationship. And it really do be the man, it really do be him. But because we're so in love, or we're so taken by this man, we choose to believe the BS that we want to believe, even though sometimes our gut is screaming to us he may not be telling the full truth. Because in what world did freaking Safari write Nicki Minaj lyrics? And you have to have known that for every video that he showed her, that's one thing I've always learned, and it's from, like, my upbringing and stuff like that. They say from where I'm from that if whatever not a man, but whatever a person does to someone else, expect that they do it to you. So whenever I'm with anybody, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could, I don't care who you are, it could be an associate, whoever you are, whenever I'm with you, whatever I observe you do to someone else, I automatically assume you will do it to me. And that is what tells me whether or not I'm going to go move closer to you or move away from you. If you're going to gossip about someone, if you're going to expose someone, you're going to talk shit about someone, you're going to do that with me. I'm no exception to this rule, because this is who you are. You're a gossiper. You're a shit talker. You're a person who likes to expose people's bad side. You're a person who likes to be a victim. Whatever the character flaw that is coming up for that person, whatever it is that's coming up, it's just, that's who you are. You know what I mean? So I just learned to kind of navigate that. So she should have known that. And is it kudos for her now apologizing to Nicki Minaj and saying, hey, some of the things that I said I shouldn't have said? Yeah, because, you know, it's always good when the other person is now being the bigger person and is now accepting fault where, you know, and taking accountability where they should. It's just like Erica Mena, a little too late, because look, We see the video of you. We saw the video of you climbing that fence to go and get Safari. We seen it. You climbed the ladder to hop over that fence. We seen it. It's no coming back from that. Like, you know. And again, like, I do like Ercica Mena. I really do. I think she's a beautiful girl. I think she does love her children. I think she's been put in a bad situation with a man, and she hasn't had much luck with men as it relates to her love life. And she does have this really big personality that kind of, you know, stirs the flame even more. So it's never something. It's not good. It's not like her personality as it relates to love and men isn't a recipe for success, I feel like. But I don't think Nicki Minaj really cared for the apology. I don't know. A little bit too late. A little bit too late. Thank you though. Thank you. And I'm not speaking. Well, you know, let me not speak for Nicki Minaj. Let me not speak for her. Maybe she wanted the apology, but I think the queen is kind of good, because the queen told y'all. She told us. She was just like, look, Safari ain't it. He's not it. We saw it on Love and Hip Hop. You didn't see because you were too blind. But yeah, laters.